Hello friends, in last video we covered Flutter fundamentals, and in this video we'll start with the setup, environment setups and how to run a simple hello world program in Flutter. So first of all we have to download Flutter setup. For that we'll go to official documentation and install Flutter. Inside this Flutter official website there's four different versions available for based on the OS. If you are using Windows or Mac, Linux or Chrome OS, you can install from the respective tabs. Since I'm using Windows, I'm clicking this Windows section, and initially there are some requirements, initial requirements to run this Flutter, minimum requirements. First one, it should be Windows 7 SP1 or later. It should be 64-bit. In later versions, and 84 this 64 based OS, and this space is 1.64 GB. Apart from that, IDE, whichever we use, either Android Studio or Visual Studio Code, apart from that you should have 1.64 GB free storage. And for the tools, we have to install some tools. Windows PowerShell or Git for Windows. We have to use either command prompt or PowerShell 5.0 or newer version. This is pre-installed with Windows 10. PowerShell is a pre-installed. If you are using Git already, we have to make sure that Git commands run from command prompt or PowerShell. We should confirm this one. And these are the minimum requirements for running Flutter before we are going to start this tutorial. And once you are good with this system requirements, we can go ahead and install this Flutter. When you click this button, it will download one zip file for us. We can directly utilize the zip file. Initially, this is at the time of this video, this is a stable version. In case later there may be some stable versions, another stable versions, or else if you are developing particular app for particular purpose, mostly not required at this point of time. If in case you are needed, we can go inside this SDK releases and install the separate build for whichever version we need. Once you download this file, zip file will get downloaded. Once the file is downloaded, we have to extract that files and place in our desired location, whatever in whichever location we need. Once we extract that file, we have to update the path environment variables for that file. So search for edit environment variables in our account. Edit environment, we should have that permission for editing. Edit environment variables for account. Once you go inside that variable sections, user variables for admins. Inside that, what they are calling is path. So this is one we need. When you click this, it will show that versions paths available inside that. If you don't have this Flutter path, we have to place it. If you already have path and with that correct version, that there is no need of change. If in case you don't have any Flutter paths, we have to get this path. Wherever you install, there will be on Flutter folder. Inside that, there will be on bin folder. Copy that path and paste it here. In case if you are having it's a colon version, place a new colon and add this path at the end of the line, so that your path will get added. You can give new and copy that path and paste it here, so that it will get pasted. So once we are done with that, we are done with the path variables, and here they explain the paths. Once we are done with this, we have to check whether all our versions are updated or installed properly. Open a sample command prompt. Open a command prompt. Inside this command prompt, just give this command var flutter space dot. So it will tell the location where this Flutter and dot packages are installed. Initially it will show Flutter Windows, so wherever we installed along with this dot file. So this is the path which we set in environment variables. Along with this Flutter, there will be one batch file and dot bat. There will be 4 files. If in case you already installed dot file for learning purposes, you may have different environment variables, different path for this dot file as shown here. So this will be different locations where our dot files get installed. You have to change that by placing new environment variables for this dot file, so that all 4 variables should be in same path. So this is except this last line, last word, everything every path is same. So once you have this all four variables at same path, then everything is fine. We are good with this. Once we are done with this installation part, to check whether all the packages and requirements are installed properly, we have to run flutter doctor command. Flutter doctor. So it will show what are the packages it needed and what are the tools it required and what are the codes that we don't have. So if you see here, first Flutter is installed properly and this Android tool chain is not installed. So it requires Android SDK version 30.0.3. Command line tools is missing. So we'll install this. Once we open with this Android Studio Code, everything will be fine. And this Android license status is unknown. So we have to set up this license as well. Once we are done, we are okay. And we have for development for web application, we have Chrome and Android Studio is installed properly. VS Code, connected device one available. So these are everything is fine. So only two thing is, one is this command line tools and this Android license. So that is not a problem. We can install this later. And one more thing is, you need Android Studio installed in our system. So if you are using VS Code, it's completely fine. But Android is a preferred one for this Flutter. So we can run easily from Visual Studio Code. Android Studio. So for that, you have to download Android Studio, which is available inside this in this link, Android Studio. Once you download that, it's the same as other packages. Once you download, you have to run that file which are downloaded. So once you download that file, it will get automatically installed in our code. So this is a stable version here. So once you give download, it will ask for agreement. So once you click this, you can download this particular version you need. Once you download, you have to set up for Androids. You have to create a new emulator virtual device for Android Studio that will cover later. Once you are done with this Android Studio, you can open widget like this. So here you can do whatever you want or create a new Flutter project. So if you give this clear new Flutter project, I will go for Flutter application next, and this is a Flutter app. So whatever name we need, we can give first Flutter. And for SDK, we have to give that SDK path wherever we have. This we have to select this folder name, and then rest of the things we can ignore. So in case you need it in separate location, you can choose it here, and if you need any description for the project, you can give it here. This is a package name which we need to give. So initially for development or learning purpose, we no need to take care of this. But in case you are going for release or something, you'll publish to Play Store, you have to take care of this package name. So after setting up this project, changing this package name is little bit tricky, but we can change. So in case you are planning for release, you can give it as according to your domain name. You can check in internet for this package name, how it should be named, and you can place accordingly. So last name should be this, last word will be our app name, and this will be our company name, and this will be as remain same as com. Also you can check or uncheck this support for Kotlin and Swift for iOS. These are both new languages apart from this Java and C#, so you can include both support. If we give finish, it will create a new project for us. For first time, it will take some time to build all required codes and files. So this is the Android Studio window. If in case you haven't seen this Android Studio already, in case you have experience with Android Studio, most of the things are same. There's no changes specifically for Flutter. So next few minutes we'll go through what are the tools and widgets available in this Android Studio. If in case you have already worked with Android Studio, you can skip this part. So this is the entire project structure. We can select if you need for specifically for Android, we can select Android, or this is a project is common for both. So if we have any device connector, it will show this device connector. So initially we have only Chrome. For creating an emulator, you have to go for this Avd Manager. If in case you already have any emulator, it will show the screen. If in case you don't have any, create a new virtual device. It will ask for hardware and software requirements. So phone, you can choose anything, and if you give next, it will show for software requirements, and you can choose any version whichever you need. Latest version is Android or QR, so you can download that. And if you give this next, new emulator will be created. Already I have two emulator. If you give this run button, the emulator will launch, getting launched. So let it launch, and then once that emulator is launched in this available devices, it will show our Android mobile as well. So this is the file which it has to run when we give this run button. So this is basically the run button. When we give this run button, it will run whichever the file is selected. So basically main.dot is the entry point for application. So whenever we have to run an application, this is the file which will get run first time. So this is the main.dot. So this is our basically the entry point for application. So all our code begin from here. So this is the basic file which they give as a template. Apart from that, this is a debugger, and we can attach debugger and stop this debugger. Remaining most of the things we'll use whenever we need it. So this emulator is getting launched. So this is a sample emulator we need. So you can have whatever emulator you need. If in case you need a real device, you can enable debugging mode in our mobile and connect with a USB cable so that you can use directly in mobile. So if in case your system or laptop speed is less, or disk storage is less, you can directly connect with the real device for testing. You can see here, this is a Flutter Android SDK built for 86 mobile. So this is an emulator mobile. We are telling to run, we have to select in which device it has to run. So we are selecting this device, and if you give this run button, we'll start building our basic code, and we'll try to deploy it in this our emulator device. So app has run successfully, and we can see here you have pushed the button for this many times and 0. If we click this button, this count will get incremented. So this is the example which we saw in Flutter introduction video. There will be one button. If you click this button, this value get saved in the store which we have particularly for this page. Whenever that store gets updated, basically we don't update this text view. Instead, what we'll do is whenever we click this button, we'll update that value to that store. So here we are fetching the data from the store and we are displaying it. So whenever there is a change in value in that particular store, this will get updated automatically. It won't render everything in the screen. So whenever there is a change in store, so it will compare with that old text and new text. If there is any change, then only it will get re-rendered. So this way makes it more efficient than other languages. We no need to re-render this entire screen. Instead, wherever we have the change, we will re-render only that particular change. As an example, if you are clicking 4, this text will remain same. Only this text will get changed. This 4 get changed to 5. Okay, this is a sample first hello world program. So we'll explore about this hello world program in upcoming videos. This is just to verify our code is working, our installation is fine, everything is good. So we'll continue with this next video. We'll start with the how to explore the code, how this state works and how this widget works, everything. Thank you.